Hello, hello. How are you? It's Wednesday and 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And every single Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are here together to talk about love, to talk about men, to talk about relationships, to talk about self development, to talk about feminine energy, to talk about all the good things that make life good. Okay, so I am. I see there is somebody here already. So if you wanna tell me who you are, I can't see who um, who the person is. So, but I can see that there is somebody here. Anyway, for anybody that is watching the replay, a lot of people watch the replay. So thank you for that. I appreciate it a lot. Um, I am Natalia Hart. I am a dating and relationship coach for women. I have a program called the Epic Love Accelerator. It's a 12-week private, the red carpet of coaching programs. I don't take a lot of women at the time because it's very intimate, and I coach you basically every day. So if you are interested in knowing about my program, let me know. One of the things that are big in my dating and relationship program is the law of polarity, and that is the feminine and masculine energies. And I see there is a lot of confusion about that. There is a lot of confusion out there about what feminine energy is, what masculine energy is. So today I wanted to show up and give you a little, feminine energy masterclass, like a beginner understanding, so you have clarity. Because when we don't know what is the truth, we don't have clarity, and lack of clarity gives us yucky results. And my intention is to save you time, to save you energy. And not only that, more than saving you time and saving you energy, I want you to be happy. I want you to be fulfilled. I want you to be relaxed. I want your nervous system, your whole system, your whole body to be able to relax so you can enjoy life. Life, as you know, it's so short and it goes by so fast. And I really, really want you to have a great time. And I know how devastating it can be wanting something, like wanting a relationship with a man, or if our relationship with our man is not working, wanting something, desiring something deeply and not having it. It's the worst feeling ever. So I want to make your life easier, because I never ever thought that my life was going to be this good. And now that I have it good, I can't believe the difference. I have so much more energy to make a difference in the world, and to take care of higher goals rather than just surviving. Okay. So anyway, I am going to start talking about this concept of feminine energy, masculine energy, and how did I come in contact with, because I think it's going to help you understand where it comes from. So the first time I got in touch with this concept of feminine energy and masculine energy was back in 93. I was on the second year of getting trained as a psychotherapist at university. And that year I was being trained, I was studying in depth the work of a doctor called Sigmund Freud, that everybody knows. And so this doctor, Sigmund Freud, he completely changed the way we see humans as we are. He was really a pioneer, and even today his techniques, his teachings are very, very contemporary. They are still being used. So these men, this doctor, Sigmund Freud, one of the things that he said is that as human beings, we have a conscious mind, that is the mind, the part that is dealing with the outworld. So what you are seeing here is the conscious mind, is the mind, the conscious mind is the one that is in charge of going to work out, the preparing a meal. It's things that we do consciously. And deeper inside of the psychic structure, he found out that there is an unconscious mind. Now, what he figured out is that inside of this deeper psychic structure, so the conscious mind is on the surface, this unconscious mind is deeper in, it holds the whole of who we are. It holds all the programs. Imagine a computer and that has many different programs. All the programs that exist, that is the unconscious mind. And as I was talking with a friend the other day, the unconscious mind has a very bad rep, because actually is what is guiding our behavior all the time. So it has a very bad rep, like it's always bad, and it's not. The unconscious mind holds absolutely everything. It's all the wisdom, are all the softwares on the computer. So some of them are good, some of them are bad, and the main thing is that they are hidden. We don't have really control over them unless we really do the deep work. So this was a big discovery for the time, and it's a big discovery for you and me too, because understanding this unconscious mind that governs, that dictates 90% of our behavior is dictated by this unconscious mind. It's very important to know that, because it explains a lot of behaviors that we express, that we don't know why we are doing it. We don't know why, we said, oh my God, I'm gonna find the love of my life in 2025. This is the year I get engaged and I get, this area of my life together. And then we procrastinate. We say, oh no, I'm not ready yet. Maybe when I lose some weight, maybe when I get another master degree, maybe when I move to another city. That's because our unconscious mind is the one dictating all that. So I hope that I made that clear. Put that aside. So this doctor, Sigmund Freud, had a lot of people that were learning from him. Okay, so I was learning from him in 93, but he had people learning with him when he was alive on the 1800s. So one of the guys, the one that I want to mention today, because it's relevant to the feminine and masculine energy, his name was Dr. Carl Jung. And this guy, Carl Jung, he agreed with a lot of the things that Sigmund Freud was discovering and teaching, but he disagreed on a few things. So he created his own psychology school. Okay, and what he discovered, Carl Jung, is that we humans not only have an unconscious mind, we also have a collective unconscious mind. And he discovered through history and through books, through myths, the Greek myths, the Roman Greeks, through all his research, he discovered that unconscious mind holds different archetypes, different identities that are common to the whole of humanity. So he discovered that there are certain ways of being that have been happening since the beginning of time. It's like identities that they belong to the whole um, to every single human being. Okay, so, and on top of that, he discovered that there was one identity that encompasses all of those other archetypes, and is the feminine energy and the masculine energy. So the feminine energy and masculine energy archetype has inside all the potential, the psychological potential, spiritual, physical, emotional, all of it. So what he discovered is that these are energies. It's a way of being. It's an energy that comes from our unconscious mind, that gives us a way of being, and the way of being that we are executing at any given moment will give us the results we want in life. So what he discovered is that in other cultures, this feminine energy, masculine energy was called yin and yang. He discovered that in nature there is dark and light. He discovered that there is a positive and a negative, and that he discovered that this feminine energy and masculine energy, every single body has them in a continuum, in different proportions. And when it comes to love and relationships and dating and creating emotional attraction with a guy, and also when it comes to living a balanced life, when it comes to living a good life, whatever you call a good life, is we have to know which is our predominant energy. So a good way to know for you, if you are watching this, is ask yourself this question that I heard another coach saying. Her name is Pat. I can remember her last name. But she said, when it comes to men and relationships, what do you want the most? What do you really, really crave the most? Do you crave the most being respected for your ideas, for your way of doing things, for your logic? Or do you want to be cherished for your feelings, for who you are as a woman? So most women that I ask this question, this is one of the questions I ask inside of my Epic Love Accelerator program, because that gives us the answer of what kind of energy predominantly you feel good at being in when it comes to to romantic relationships. Okay, we are not talking about your work or your career, your profession. So most women said, I want to be cherished. I want to be adored. I want to be, I want devotion from the guy. So that means that that woman is in her feminine energy. So in order for that woman that is in her feminine energy to attract a man that will satisfy her needs, she needs a masculine energy man, because two feminine energy people will repel each other. It's too much of the same. It doesn't work. And two masculine energy humans will repel each other as well, because they don't attract. It's like a magnet. Masculine energy is heavily magnetized by feminine energy, and feminine energy is heavily magnetized by masculine energy. Okay? And you can see this in every single successful relationship that there is. Even homosexual relationships, there is always one partner in the homosexual relationship that is carrying the feminine energy, and the other one is carrying the masculine energy. So, in a nutshell, feminine energy and masculine energy resides in our unconscious mind. And unless we realize what kind of energy we have, we are never going to be able to be happy in a relationship, because if you are a woman and you are on your masculine energy and you are wondering why all guys you meet, they leave you or they ghost you, or the guys that are really attracted to you, you are not attracted to them because they are needy and weak, and it's because if you are in your masculine energy, you are going to be attracting feminine energy guys. And there is nothing wrong with it if that's what you want. But if you want a masculine energy man in your life, if that's what makes you feel fulfilled and happy and content and satisfied, being with a feminine energy guy will never hit the spot. So it's important to be honest and clear about that. Okay, so that's more or less what I have to say about feminine energy. What is. Now, what is not? Because there is a lot of misconception on what feminine energy is, and some people believe that being in the feminine energy is a synonym of being weak, of being passive, of just leaning back and letting things happen to you. And that is the unhealed feminine energy. That is the shadow side of the feminine energy. So when I get a client and we start working, and I notice with all my love and compassion that she's kind of waiting for the guy to knock on the door, but that is the shadow side of the feminine energy. We need to heal that. We need to make the healthy side of your feminine energy to be able to arise, so you are empowered and you use the feminine energy in the right way, so you can attract and magnetize and keep a great guy with you. Okay, so the feminine energy is not passive. The healthy feminine energy is not passive, is not waiting, is not, just leaning back and not doing anything. Actually, you have to do something. Okay, so there are 3 ways that I want to teach you today, and we go really, really in depth in my Epic Love Accelerator program with my clients. So if you really, really want to learn how to embody your feminine energy and really, really start dating and being in a relationship in a way that feels easy, that feels like, that things are flowing, that feels that you feel relaxed, you feel content, you feel at home, you feel like you are in a sacred space, you don't worry anymore, you are just being and happy. That is what I teach in my 12-week private program, Epic Love Accelerator. So send me a message and I will send you the PDF where you can learn about it. Okay, see if it's a good fit for you. So then the number one, the first feminine energy character trait that I would like you to start practicing and embodying a little bit is letting go of controlling what happens in your love life and letting go of controlling men. Okay, and this is tricky because we don't know. I mean, I see it all the time with my clients in my program. We don't know that we are doing it. So if we don't know that we are doing it, we think we are in our feminine energy, but really we are not. I cannot tell you how many times, it's all the time, 100% of the clients that hire me, that's one of the first things we work on, because they think they are being in their feminine energy, but actually they are controlling how the courtship goes. They are controlling what he does. They are trying to, in a very, very subtle way sometimes, they are trying to control the direction of their relationship. And a masculine energy man will feel that. Will feel that. They feel it. We think men are not emotional. We think men are disconnected. They are not. They can feel it. And when they feel that they are being controlled, or that they are not accepted, or that we are trying to fix them and giving them the little nudge, giving them the little, the little suggestion, even if it comes in a very nice way, we think we are being nice, but actually we are being controlling. They will feel that, and that will kill the attraction. Okay, so the first thing is learning how nuanced that is, and how is affecting the level that it's affecting. So letting go of trying to control how the dating courtship goes, and how men are. That is the first thing. The second thing is slow down the pace, slow down to speed up, slow down how you talk, slow down how you move, how you go through life. When you come back home, just play a nice music, play nice music, light a candle, and take it down a notch and get in touch with you. Slow down. I just went, as you know, if you have been watching these videos and reading my emails and all, and on my social media, I was in Argentina a month ago, and right there the pace is a lot slower, and I felt so much more connected to myself. I came back so much more relaxed. When we slow down as women, we start to produce more estrogen, and as women, we really, really feel good when we are producing estrogen rather than testosterone. So we can be our best selves and feel our best when we slow down the pace. So slow down. Regarding to the dating process, wait. When you are talking to a guy, wait, count until 30 before you answer. Let him, when you ask him a question, men take longer to answer than we do. So wait until he gives you the answer. And after he gives you the answer, wait a little bit more, and you'll see how he comes up with more. A lot of the time, we believe that men are not good communicators because we are like this. We are so fast, and we are always trying to, we don't allow them to be themselves. And imagine how yucky you would feel if you are dating a man that doesn't adjust to your pace, to who you are. You wouldn't, talk to a baby in using the language of diplomats, of professors. You will talk a baby talking normal, with normal language, so he can understand you. So it's the same with men. Slow down. Let them show you who they are. Let them close the gap. When there is tension, he sends you a text, and you send him another text, and that time that he's not texting you, there is tension. Let that tension build. That creates emotional attraction. But if we rush into closing that gap, we kill the attraction. So there are so many ways that you can learn how to slow down to create emotional attraction and connection. And I teach all that in my Epic Love Accelerator program. So send me a message if you are interested in knowing what that is. And the last one that I want to teach today is teach him emotional connection. Sometimes some men need to be taught how to emotionally connect with themselves and with us. Men, masculine energy men, they're very logical, they're linear, they're goal-oriented, they're black or white. They think in terms of, am I winning or I am losing? It's a very, very structured, uh, like almost boring place. So that's why they crave being with us, the feminine energy, because we bring in the colors, we bring in the textures, we bring in the smells, we bring in the feelings. So teach emotional connection, and this is really, really, really going to turn around your love life if you take time, if you invest time and energy and resources in learning how to teach emotional connection, because that's what's going to make you incredibly irresistible. Men crave this. A healthy emotion, masculine energy men crave this because he doesn't have access to this on his own. So that's what we bring to the picture. We bring all the juiciness, all the feelings, all the magic. We know how to harness the energy of life and create magic. That is what the feminine energy is in a nutshell. So, anyway, I didn't have any questions. And I hope you really enjoy this. I hope you liked it, and I know there was a lot, and it is a lot. Actually, we spent a couple of weeks of the 12 weeks going really, really deep into this subject of feminine energy and masculine energy on my program, on my Epic Love Accelerator program, because this is it, ladies. If you learn how to create polarity and create emotional attraction and create emotional connection with a man, that is going to make you magnetic. That is going to make you unforgettable. That is going to make you the woman that stands out from the rest. And it doesn't have anything to do with how old you are, how much you weigh, how pretty you are or not. None of that matters. So, my homework for you is go outside and find evidence. Find evidence on how feminine energy women are creating and keeping amazing relationship with men. Talk to women that are happy in relationships, and you will see that this is what is happening. Okay, so send me any questions. Like this video if you are still watching this, and I will see you next week. Bye.